basically, we are starting today the instrumentation design and detail engineering training program. Okay, and as per your introduction, I have heard there is versatile type of experience you guys have. Okay, but see, don't think that you are fresher or don't think that you are experienced, so you know more or fresher don't know anything. Okay, see, this field is the design. Okay, so whatever is knowledge you have, like you are from the commissioning side, you are from any research and development side, someone from the manufacturing side, someone from other disciplines, someone from the electrical side, that doesn't matter. Okay, what matter that the things which we are going to cover here, those things are matters, because since you are going to learn the instrumentation design engineering, so the things which we do here, that matters. Okay, so you have to give your 100%, you have to give your full concentration, you have to give your full attendance in every classes to get more insights of this training program, and that training program will be more beneficial for you guys all. Okay, so I have just shared my screen, so I hope you guys can able to see my screen without any problem. Just confirm me that you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Okay, great. So before I start my first session, I would just like to give you a quick review of the courses, what we are going to cover here. Okay. Although you might have received such details of the training, like what are the things we are going to cover in this training. But again, I'm just going to explain those things because these things will be in your mind that what we are going to cover here. So in the module 1, we will talk about the instrumentation design. What is instrumentation design? What is EPC company? How do we do field engineering? Okay, tendering and procurement process, and the list of the instrumentation deliverables. What are the deliverables we prepare in the instrumentation design? Okay. The next module will cover the work culture and how to start work in the EPC company. Means if you are going to join any EPC company, so what are the roles and responsibilities of the other discipline? Like what are the relation with the electrical, what are the relation with the mechanical, civil, okay, equipment, process with respect to the instrumentation design engineer. Okay. Input we received from the different departments. Okay, design document flow, codes and standard. Okay, and design basis. So these are the things which we will cover under the module number 2. Okay, in the module 3 we will talk about the hazardous area classification, their definition, zones, division, explosion protection, IP rating, temperature class, seal rating. So everything we will discuss here in the hazardous area section. Okay. In the P&ID, we will go with the detailed discussion over the P&ID, that how to read the P&ID, what are the information we get from the P&ID, all those things. Okay. Start preparation of project deliverable, like how to start the project deliverable means preparation of the instrument index, preparation of the IO list. Okay. Then after we will go for the process instruments engineering part. Okay, so in the process engineering, process instruments engineering, we will talk about the pressure instruments, temperature instruments, level instruments, flow instruments, all those instruments, specification sheet and data sheet we will discuss, like how to prepare the specification sheet and data sheet. Okay, then after we will discuss about the temperature instruments. Additionally, we will discuss about the temperature instruments, like how to do the U length calculation. Okay, how to calculate the insertion length. Okay, how to do the wake frequency calculations. So these calculations are very, very important for the thermowell. So those things we will cover also in the temperature instruments. In the level instruments, we will talk about the specification data sheet. Flow instruments we will cover. Okay, in the pressure safety valve we will cover the calculation of the sizing of the safety valves also. In the control valve we will cover about the working principle, control valve components and its parts, selection of the control valve, like how to select the control valve body and bonnet materials, how to prepare the specification and data sheet of the control valve, how to do the sizing calculation of the control valves. So these things we will discuss under this topic. Next is your wire and cable. So details of the wire and cable, JB schedule, cable schedule, drum schedule, everything we will discuss about the wire and cable here. In the detailed design engineering section, we cover about the plot plan, we cover about the sectional drawings. Okay, location plan, JB location, wiring drawing, cable and cable tray drawing, air piping tubing, FGS instruments, instrument location plan, and level sketches. So these are the things which we are going to cover under the detailed design engineering. After that, we will talk about the hookup drawing of process instruments, and then after we will come to the procurement part. Like here, you have prepared the specification and data sheet of all the field instruments. So now here we will talk about procurement support, like how to prepare the material requisition, that is called MR also. Okay, how to prepare the request for quotation. This MR is also known as request for quotation, that is RFQ. Technical bid evaluation, TBE, technical bid analysis, TBA, vendor documents review, VDR, or vendor print review. Okay, and at the end of the session, we will talk about the MTO preparation of the complete project, like how we will prepare the MTO for the complete project. Okay, so these are the things which we are going to cover under our training program. See, now, the things which we will cover in those sections, we will cover in those sections only. Okay, like once we will prepare the instrument index. Let us take an example. Once I will show you the instrument index, so some terms comes from the other things also. Okay, like what are the things will come, like the in the instrument index column, it might become leakage class. Okay, so leakage class I am not going to cover here. I will not tell you details of the leakage class, that what is the leakage class, how many types of leakage class, when we will select which leakage class, and all those things. Those leakage class is related to the control valve. So we will talk in the control valve on more about the leakage class. So by this way, we will cover everything. Okay. But of course, if you guys have any doubts, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. Okay. You can discuss me anytime. We will discuss. So till now, anyone have any issues? Anyone have any questions? They may ask the question here. Otherwise, we will proceed further. Anyone have any questions? Any questions?
Sure.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So let us see. Now I will talk about the first slide. Okay. So this slide, we are going to discuss about instrumentation design and introduction. Okay. So the agenda of this slide will be the introduction to instrumentation design and detail engineering, introduction about EPC company, tendering and procurement process, how to do the feed engineering, and listing of all instrumentation deliverables. These things we will learn over here today. Okay, so let us start. So see, instrumentation engineer. Okay, introduction about training and trainer, that we have already completed. Okay, now we will talk about definition of instrumentation engineer. Like who is instrumentation engineer or instrumentation design engineer? So see guys, once you complete your BTech or BE, okay, once you complete your BTech in BE, then what happen? You come to the industry. So some people go to the project, some people go to the quality department, some people go to the marketing departments. Okay, some people go to the we can say construction. Okay, some people go to the tendering, and some people go to the engineering. Okay, so if I'm talking about only EPC environments, so the instrumentation engineer who has done the BTech, he will go in the different discipline like project department, quality, your we can say construction, then after your commissioning, okay, all those things, engineerings. So instrumentation design engineer, what is the definition of design engineer, instrumentation design engineers? So instrumentation design engineer is responsible for what? First of all, if you are doing anything, so your purpose should be clear. Like what, for what? Why you are instrumentation design engineer? What is your role? What you do? Okay. So don't say I prepare the documents. Okay. At the end of the day, you will prepare the document, but don't say I will prepare the documents. The roles and responsibilities of the instrumentation engineer is to control plus monitor or measure. Control and measure. Okay, instrumentation engineer purpose is to control and measure what he will control and what he will measure. Process parameter. What are the process parameter? Pressure, temperature, level, and flow. Okay, so these are the process parameter which you need to measure and control. Okay, so that is why we instrument engineer are there. Now, how we will measure? We will measure with the help of some instruments in the field. How we will control? We will take that signal from the field to the control room. Okay, and the controller will be there in the control room that will control. Okay, again, if need to be control some instruments in the field, so the signal will send from the controller to the field. So our roles and responsibilities up to here. But our means the instrumentation design engineer roles and responsibilities up to here. Why I am saying here? Because once you come in the instrumentation design, so there are three fields. Okay, in the instrumentation design, there are three fields. Okay, one is field engineering. What is that? Field engineering means in the field engineering part, you will do the engineering of all the measuring devices, all the measuring instruments. Okay, like pressure instruments, temperature instruments, label instrument, flow instruments, control valves, safety valves, okay, analyzers. So for all the instruments, you will need to do the engineering. So what engineering you will do? You will prepare a specification sheet, you will prepare data sheet, then after you will prepare the material requisition, then after you will prepare what? You will prepare TBE, okay, and then VDR. Okay, then VDR. So these are the things which will be done by field instruments engineer. That is why it is called field engineering. So this is your first part. Okay, what is second part? Second part is your detailed design engineering. Okay, that will cover all the layouts parts, all the layouts parts. Okay, that is comes under the detail design engineering. Third part is your control system engineer. Okay, so the person who will be control system engineer, he will took care of these things. So after this barrier, the things towards the control room side will be taken care by the control system engineer. Okay, so this control system engineer is not going to take care of the things which is in the field, and the field engineer is not going to take much more about the control, that how the control is going to be happen. But it doesn't mean that you should don't have any idea of the control system, or control system engineer should also don't mean that he should don't have any idea of the field instruments engineering. Okay, because these are the instrumentation engineer. So unless until he don't know about the field instruments and he don't know about the control room control system, that will be not going to help you out. Okay, but yes, for the deliverable part, this person will be responsible to prepare the deliverables related to the control room. Okay, and this person will be responsible to prepare the deliverables documents related to the instruments from the field side and the engineering we do towards the field side. Okay, so you guys, since you are doing the instrumentation design engineering training, so our area is this one. Our area is this one. We are not going to do any programming in the control room controller. We are not going to do any mimics preparation in the controllers. We are not going to prepare the logic, okay, control logics, okay. So these are the things which will be taken care by the control system engineer. So our roles and responsibility is towards the field, not inside the controllers. Okay, because these parts, controller parts, training like the preparation, programming, like their mimics preparation, like their SCADA screen preparation, their selections of the control networks, their selection about the networks, okay, hardwares. So all those things will come under the automation training. So that training is, I think you all know also about that automation training. So this part is called automation training. Okay, we are in the instrumentation design engineering training, not in the automation training. Okay, so these are the basics about the instrumentation design engineer. Now we will discuss about some keywords which will just clear your funda, that who is owner, who is PMC, who is EPC, what is that? Okay, so if I say who is owner, owner is the company or organization who will set up the project for himself. Like if you guys are from the India, okay, so who is the owner? Owner is those company or organization who will set up the project for themselves. Like in India, if I'm talking about Reliance, if I'm talking about Adani, okay, so Adani and Reliance are not going to set up the project for someone else. Okay, they set up the project for themselves. Okay, so these companies are called owner company. But the Reliance is not always capable to set up the project alone. Why? Because Reliance investment is in almost every field, in edible oil, in textile, in we can say vehicle automation, or we can say oil and gas, okay, refinery, okay, mobile network communication. So in every field, Reliance is there. Okay, so is Reliance people or Reliance is capable to set up the project by themselves? No. Similarly, if you are having a plot, okay, if you are having a land and if you want to construct a house in the land, although you are also engineer, so are you capable to construct your house by yourself? Since you have land, you have money, so are you able to construct the house by themselves? No. You need a guidance, you need a support, you need a consultancy from whom? From civil engineer. Okay. You will hire a civil engineer and he will guide you that how to plot the how to make the design of the house, how to make the construction pillars and the concrete and the reinforcement requirements and their drawing architectural requirements. Okay, so all those things will be clear by the civil engineer. Okay. So similarly, this owner will be not going to set up the project by themselves. First, he needs some consultant. Okay. So for that, he will choose a consultant. That consultant is called PMC, that is Project Management Consultant. Now, who is that PMC? Who can be PMC? So suppose owner has decided to set up the project for LNG. LNG is liquefied natural gas. Okay, or and the natural gas which is extracted from the sea, that converted into the liquefied natural gas to reduce the volume, and then it transported to the different part of the world, and after again it's reached to its destination, again this LNG is converted into the NG. Okay, this will be converted into the NG, LNG will be converted into the NG. Okay, so this thing will be done with the LNG. So if suppose owner has decided to set up a project for the LNG, okay, so now he need to assign this project to some PMC, okay, project management consultant. So owner will look those company who has already license of this technology, means the technology which will be involved to convert the LNG to NG. The owner will look to those company, okay, or the company who has executed such projects as a PMC in earlier stage in the previous time. So those company might be PMC and that company will be called PMC. Okay, so owner is clear who want to set up the project. PMC is clear now that the consultant who is going to help out the owner to set up the project, okay, to decide the various technical things about the project, basic design. Then after EPC contractor. Now what is E? What is E? E is engineering, P is procurement, and C is construction. Okay. So this EPC company will do the detail engineering. What owner will do? Owner will do basic engineering. Okay. Owner will do basic engineering and he will tell the owner, PMC will do the basic engineering and he will tell to the owner that, okay, this is the things required for your project. Okay. Now, this EPC company will do the detail engineering. Okay. In the detail engineering, he will do the engineering of each and everything which is required for the project. Either it is a small thing, either it is big thing. Okay. All those things will be taken care by this EPC, means engineering, done by the EPC. Once the engineering is done, so for those items which is required to complete this project, the procurement will be also done by this EPC company. Okay. So EPC company will do the detail engineering of the project. Then after he will do the procurement. Procurement means what? Purchase. Okay. EPC company will do the purchase of the project, and after that EPC company will send that material to the site, and at the site the same company will do the construction of those materials at the site, erection of those material at the site, commissioning of the whole project. So EPC roles and responsibility involves from the detailed design engineering, procurement and constructions also. Okay. Now who is vendor and supplier? or construction contractor. So the company who is supplying the material to this EPC company, those companies are called vendor or supplier. Okay, or construction contractor are those company who is helping out this EPC to do the construction at the site. So this company is called construction company. I hope it is clear to all of you. It is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now come to the tender and procurement process. Okay, means how the EPC company will get the job, how the EPC company get any project. Okay, so to get the project, first of all, owner who want to set up the project will select the location of the project, like in which location he want to set up the project and which location is best for his nature, project nature. Like if I am talking about LNG, so LNG is transported through the ship and ship will go in the sea. So the LNG project should have a coastal area. Means any coastal area LNG project will be set up. Okay. So owner will select the location of the project as per their project need. Okay. After that, he will acquire the land with the discussion of the local government. Okay. And he will do the feasibility check of that area or land which he has decided to take. Okay. Once he will do the feasibility check, so what kind of the feasibility check he will do? All the, we can say, geological survey he will do, like how much rainfall is there, how much seismic zone is there, how much air pressure is there, okay, how much maximum temperature, how much minimum temperature. So all those things are required to know by the owner to decide that either his project is successful over here or not. Once he will be able to do the feasibility check and the feasibility check is okay, then owner will hire a PMC consultant to prepare the bid documents. Okay, now since owner has to set up some project XYZ, so he will not go to the market directly and say that I need to set up this project. First of all, he will have to say the specification and scope of the project, that what he want. Okay, so to prepare the scope of the project or to prepare the technical requirements of the project, he will hire a PMC consultant and that PMC consultant will prepare the bid documents. Okay, and that bid documents will include all basic technical information, the specification of the technical things, basic design calculation, P&ID, process description, plot plan. Okay, all these things will be prepared by whom? It will be prepared by the PMC for owner. Now owner will publish the tender in the market. Okay, now once PMC has already done all the basic design engineering, on the basis of that, owner has published the tender to the market to do the tendering by the participate the EPC company in the tender. Okay, so basic engineering will be done by whom? Basic engineering will be done by whom? It will be done by PMC. Okay. On the basis of this basic engineering, owner will publish the tender and the PMC EPC company will just uh, decide to participate in that tender. Okay. To participate in the tender, first EPC company has to read the tender documents, understand the owner requirements, and they have to decide to participate in the tender. After a study of the tender, various clarification will be done by the owner and EPC regarding technical commercial scope of supply. What kind of the clarification? Like in tender document, it is written that all the control wall body material shall be SS. Now SS having a various grade, SS stands for stainless steel. Okay. So stainless steel have various grade. Okay. Like 304. Okay. 316. Now suppose if you will not clarify from the owner that what he want, either he want 304 or 316. So if you are taking 304 by yourself, okay, considering SS means 304, and if in the later stage owner say no, SS means 316, then that is a problem. If you are considering 316 at this stage and later stage, if owner say that no, I was looking for 304, so in that case, in the tendering, you have considered the over budget, over price, and you might be out of the tender. So there is a problem. So to avoid those problems, we need to clarify each and everything which is not clear under the scope of supply by the owner. Okay. Once these things are clear, then we need to do the front end engineering design, that is called feed engineering. So this is the point where we instrument engineer, we design engineer required to participate, okay, because here our role will be there. Okay, so what is feed? If you have anyone have faced any interview, so might be this question may be asked by you, by any interviewer to from you, like do you know how to do the feed engineering? Have you done the feed engineering? Do you have any idea about the feed engineering, that how to do the feed engineering? So see, feed engineering is nothing but it's estimation. Okay, it's estimation, that how to estimate the quantity of the material. Okay, so complete feed, that is called front end engineering design, will be done by the EPC. EPC will study complete bid documents and scope of supply received from the owner. Every department objective of this feed engineering is to calculate the bill of quantity required for the project. Okay, so suppose X project owner want to set up. So if it is coming for the feed for the tendering to instrumentation people, so what instrumentation people will do? They will prepare the list of the documents, list of the material which is required from the instrumentation side. Okay, similarly, the list of material will be prepared by other discipline. Okay, so here the list of the material will be required by the instrumentation. In the instrumentation, what are the material required from the instrumentation side in any project? So that will include all the instruments, field instruments, wire and cable, junction box, control system requirements, bulk material requirements, tube and tube fittings requirements, and so on and so on. Okay, so these are the material which are required for the project. So the quantity of this material is required to be calculate for the feed. Okay, now if at this stage if you say that how I will be able to calculate the quantity, so you can't calculate. Why? Because this is a matter of engineering. This is a matter of engineering, that how to calculate the quantity. So this quantity will be calculated by those person who are quite experienced for such kind of the project, so they can do that. Okay, and once you will complete this training, so at the end of the day you will be able to answer that how to calculate the wire and cable quantity, how to calculate the total instruments quantity, how to calculate the junction box quantity, okay, how to calculate the bulk material, tube and tube fittings quantity. So every quantity you can calculate. Okay, so these are the things which comes under the engineering. So the person who know the engineering, they will calculate the bill of quantity. Once every department will calculate the bill of quantity. So based on the bill of quantity, procurement department will take the material price from the market. And that price is called technical budgetary offers. Okay, so in the technical budgetary offers, we need to verify that either the price is quoted by the vendor, that is the price for same material or some different material, that we need to verify. Okay, so that thing is called technical budgetary offer, which we need to review. Okay, once it is okay, then the procurement people will take the material price from the suppliers. Okay, and our tendering team will calculate the total cost of the project. Okay, so how they will calculate the total cost of the project? So tendering team will include the profit margin in the project. They will include discount offer to the client. They will include price escalation. What is this price escalation? Price escalation means the price which is going to be rise in the future for any material. Okay, like if you say during you are during tendering and the copper price is 400 rupees per kg. Okay, 400 rupees per kg. Okay, copper price. Okay, now after the tendering, the PO will be awarded. After the award of the PO, the detail engineering will be done. After the detail engineering, the quantity will be verified or calculated. And then after, again, the TB will be done and the PO will be placed. So at the day when you are going to place the PO to the vendor, might be it will be 2 or 3 years later. Might be it will be 2 years or 3 years later. Okay, so the price of the copper which is 400 rupees today, is it same after 2 or 3 years? No. Okay, so how we know that price will go up or down? Okay, so for that tendering team have data that how to calculate the price escalation, and they will add the price escalation of the material, they will add the engineering cost, they will add the construction cost. Okay, so after adding all these price, they will arrive to the final price of the project to be quoted. Okay, Now, let us say 4 or 5 EPC has participated in this tendering and someone has quoted 4,000 crore, someone has quoted 4.5 thousand crore, someone has quoted 6 or 7,000 crore. So, owner is going to give the project to whom? Who has quoted the less price? Means this is the party or EPC company who is ready to do this project in 4,000 crore. So, that party is called L1, matlab means lowest one. Okay, this is lowest two and this is lowest three. Okay, so the lowest one party will be awarded LOI, that is called letter of intent. Once the letter of intent is awarded to this party, then after there are various technical discussion or commercial discussion will be done. Okay, and then after LOA will be awarded to the party who has quoted less. So this LOA is basically nothing but this is purchase order to this party. Okay, LOA is this is your letter of award. Okay, means PO. So LOA is PO, letter of award. Okay. Now final contract document will be signed and kickoff meeting will be planned. Okay. This is the whole procedure to get the tender by EPC company from owner. Okay. So I hope this process is clear to all of you. In the nutshell, you just know that how to do the tendering, like owner will publish the tender and in their tender document, they will say every basic technical requirements by them. Once the technical requirement will be read by the EPC company, they will do the feed engineering. In the feed engineering, they will calculate the bill of quantity. Every department will calculate the bill of quantity. After that, the tendering people will add other prices like the profit, discount, escalation, okay, engineering cost, construction cost, everything they will discuss, add here. Okay. After that, they will quote and the price party who will quote at less price, they will get the order and PO from the owner. Okay. So this is whole process for the getting job from by any EPC company from the owner, and the instrumentation team role and responsibilities is to calculate the bill of quantity and to review the technical budgetary offer. So this is the requirements from the instrumentation design team during the tendering of any project. Okay, so now we will discuss some listing of deliverables that we will discuss in the future during this detailed design engineering training. Okay, so what are the deliverables we prepare in the instrument design department that you must know? Okay, because if you will go in the interview, they sometimes from the basics, from the means suppose from the fresher candidates, they may ask the question like what are the detailed design deliverables we prepare in the instrumentation design department. So in that case, you must know like the documents which we will prepare, that is instrument design basis, instrument index, IU list. We prepare the specification and data sheet for all the field instruments like pressure, temperature, flow, level, control valve, safety valve, MOV, pressure safety valve, analyzer, gas detectors, etc. etc. So we prepare the specification and data sheet of all these field instruments. Okay. After that, we prepare all material requisition of the material like instruments. Okay, we do the technical bid evaluation of the instruments, VDR of the instruments. So these are also deliverables which we need to prepare. Okay. After that, we need to do the level sketches, hookup drawings, wire and cable specification, their TV, VDR. We need to prepare the plot plan. Means not prepare plot plan. We need to do the engineering on the plot plan, like all the layout drawings, all the wiring drawings, cable tray layouts drawing, air piping tubing layouts drawing, gas detection system engineering deliverables. So these things we need to discuss or we need to prepare in the instrumentation design department. Okay, so these are the things which are very basic or introductory. Since this session is introduction or introductory session, so we don't go to the main things. Okay, so here in the next session, tomorrow session, you will get some insights or knowledge about the course in standard. You will get some knowledge about the document flow, that how the instrument design documents flow in the organization. Okay, and how and what the information you will get from the different department and what are the information they need from you and how you will calculate or how you will avail those information and how those information will be useful for you. Okay. So these things we will cover in tomorrow's session. Okay, so we will meet at the same time in tomorrow's session. And if you have any doubts, any questions from the today's session, you may ask to me, please.